UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Hello viewers, welcome to the program Safe Life. My name is Kathy Ishimye and today we are at TEM International School of Beauty and Comprehensive Studies. We are going to be looking at cosmetology, but first let's hear from them. Let them introduce themselves. You most welcome to the show. Please say hello to the viewers.
Hello viewers, I'm happy to be here. My name is Margaret Chambade and I'm a director to the Thames School of Beauty. It's located on Lumu Street, Fiber Plaza, 3rd and 4th floor.
My name is Margaret Kajemo. I'm glad to be here on UBC today. I'm happy to see you, Catherine. I'm from TEM International School of Beauty and Comprehensive Studies, the administrator to the school. We are located on Lumu Street, Fiber Plaza, just opposite Jemba Plaza. We shall be glad to interact.
Briefly, tell us about TEM International School of Beauty.
TEM International School of Beauty is training professionals in the skills to manage themselves and to manage their lives, to see that they improve their professionalism and they gain the skills so that we mentor them to be some people in the public, to help them with their families grow.
I would like Margaret to take us through the different things that, in terms of cosmetology, the few things that you deal in.
Okay. At TEM School of Beauty, we deal in vocational studies, of which some of the vocational studies that we teach cosmetology, hairdressing, beauty therapy, fashion and design, interior and exterior decoration, art and craft. We deal with computer, baking and pastries, and hotel management. Then we have a variety of other short courses that are tailored to a person. A person needs like makeup, bridal styling, events management and decoration. Someone can come and do artistry and additions to just help them in a few months, like 2-3 months. Then you also have the diploma and certificate courses.
You tell us the importances of acquiring these skills for a student or maybe whoever that is out there.
Yes, we help them with the skills because it's the norm of that day. We want them to improve, to see how they can do something to gain some money. And these skills are part of art, which is trainable. It can pass over from one person to another one. Maybe if we deal with also counseling them, training them, those particular things that they need to be following, we have been blessed. All our children have jobs. Others have schools already, and others are helping the society in whatever they have learned at TEM School of Beauty.
Okay. Going back to Madam Margaret, you talked about hair and nails. Can we go through the different chemicals that are used? I want us to look at how safe am I if I'm putting all these chemicals in my hair or on my nails. We are advised not to do the artificial nails most of the time because of ABCD. Basically, I want you to take us through all that.
First of all, safety is supposed to be a personal initiative where you have to first look at your own safety before you go to anything that is out there. Because some of the things that we put on ourselves are generated from chemicals.
True.
So as you're looking at these chemicals, how safe are you to put them on your body? It starts with you, in your own safety. How you eat your food, how you meet your diet, what water content do you take, and how you look after your body. So before you bring in an external chemical, let me say a hair product chemical, you have to first look at, first of all, your safety. If I'm to apply a chemical to my hair, let me say a hair relaxer. How am I safe? How am I going to put in that chemical? How are the processes that are going to help me in the implementation of those chemicals? So you have to first look at your safety first. If it is the nails, how are you treating your nails? How are you feeding your nails? How often do you put these chemicals onto your nails? So first of all, you have to first look at your own safety. Before we import these chemicals direct to our body, how is your safety first? Are you using the UV lights? Are you using the protective gears first? It has to start with you basically before you apply any chemical.
Most of the time we look at the easiest ways of making money. We don't want to go through the hassle of maybe working, going to school to learn all these skills. Some of us just want to just have a shortcut. What is your advice to the students, most especially, and the general public?
By making money, there are several ways of making money. But I advise the youth to acquire a skill that will be helping him in case he does not have an advantage like others who grew into money with money, because there are families who are lucky enough, and even if you don't hustle with getting money, it's already there. But not all of them. There are some who will toil to see that you get finances by yourself. So skilling is the better way you can acquire those skills. Whatever you feel, the art that you like to follow up, it may be a talent, and someone is talented in some way, an art, and an art could go into designing clothes, it could go into styling hair. They are all different lessons, but it is an art someone has. We grow that art and we make it a better way, a professional. So in that art, wherever you go, you can go with your art. Wherever the world takes you, that art can help you, because with decoration, when you go out there, you can do the decoration, you can do the house arrangement, because the fashion and decoration is not only decorating on weddings or but it's also arranging houses, putting the curtains, rearranging to see which set of chairs goes into this place. So we teach them that skill. So whatever she does or he does will come out of the mind, does it on ground, and gains money.
Well, going back to Madame Margaret, I would like us to discuss the different things that come out of these chemicals. I believe that we have different allergies as people, and in case someone comes and they're allergic to different things, how do you handle?
Okay, with allergies, there are different types of allergies, and their reactions, they react differently. Some people can be allergic to pollution, that is to do with chemicals that are in the air already, like the car pollution and everything. Then other people can be allergic to bees, others can be allergic to food, others they can be allergic to
I would like us to focus strictly on the different products that we use for maybe hair, makeup, and
yes, and others can be allergic to chemicals. So different people, as they react, they bring different signs. Someone can bring a sign like, let me give you an example of a swelling. Someone can swell in the eyes. So another one can swell on the lips and the mouth. Others can swell on the body, like the face can swell. Like if you see some people swell just below the eyes. So when they come to us, we deal with them according to what signs are they portraying. If someone is allergic, let me say, to a chemical, we first ask their history. How is your history? Which chemical are you allergic to? The problem is many people don't know what type of allergy they have.
sure.
That someone will not know that I'm allergic to early morning air. So for us, it's our duty to find out the background. What is their reaction to whatever chemical that before we put onto their body, what is that allergy that they face? We have students, like I'll give you an example. Someone can just come into class and they use remover. And immediately they touch remover, their whole hands, blood starts coming out. So the fact that we get to know that that person is allergic to a remover, we first know how to work with the chemical. If they are to put on gloves, we tell them to put on gloves. If they are to put on protective gears, we tell them to put on protective gears. So different allergies are handled differently according to how they react. But there are also other people who are not sensitive to chemicals. They don't know what reacts to them, to their faces. They don't know what reacts to their bodies. So I would advise every single individual out there, can you at first know what is your reaction? If I'm sneezing, that there's that constant sneezing, what brings about this reaction? Is it the plant that I'm around to? Is it the air that is in the environment? So you have to first know what is my allergy, so that I can know how to treat your allergy.
How do you instill self-esteem in the different students that you get?
Yes, as youth, they can grow in well-established homes, but lacking esteem. Yeah, it's common, very common, especially these days. It's very common. Someone comes, doesn't know how to talk to people, doesn't know how to relate, doesn't know how to speak about themselves. Is feeling that he has something inside that is comparing. Maybe some others compare with others. Some others are made small already when they were still young. Others come when they they are threatened of the environment. So esteem can just come in any time. And some others are esteem, maybe they have low esteem for a long period of time. So as they come, we train them on how to acquire that self-esteem. Yes, we train verbally, and also we train like you want them to show the actions that they are now growing, or they are now improving. So as we teach them, we interact with them, they show us that they had low esteem, who didn't know how to speak, and you tell them how they are going to relate with people outside there after skilling, of course. So how you start, how you make friends, how you get fun of yourself, how to forgive yourself, because some others have that low esteem because of things that are past. So we just bring them on board and show them that no, self-esteem is a requirement for your own growth. Because once you don't have a self-esteem, it's tricky to work in people, in different types of settings. It's difficult. So that's what we train them to do, to have it and do.
Strictly, I would like us to go to the parents that send their kids or maybe children into early marriages before they say, well, for a girl child, most of the time, like it's not so common lately, but it's still there. They send their children into early marriages. What is your say about that?
Marriages now is not something that you have to force someone going there. It's not like the usual days when our mothers were taken into marriages, doesn't know even the husband has never even studied, but they just take them there and they get married. But these days is by choice. Someone can just pick someone according to their likes. For example, I may like someone differently, and my daughter may want someone differently. So he's going to get married by herself, and she's going to stay there for a long time. I imagine. Maybe if a parent chooses to take someone is maybe to take her to the marriage because of what she has seen in someone, in a daughter. But it's not advisable to take your children before they are ready for what is marriage. What is marriage? Is she going to stay there for a long time, or is going to just bear children and come out of the marriage? What is the best for a parent? So as a parent, it's better to let the girl mature or the boy mature. These days, I don't force them to get married quickly because they have to make a choice, and the choice is going to be a long-term choice because it's going to bear fruits, and those fruits, they must grow.
I would like us to talk about. You did say that you do massages and other things. How safe is it for me? How safe are the machines that you keep using for my body and for my skin as well, and the different products that are used?
Uh, when it comes to safety, it's our role. Our first role is safety. How do you handle your safety with us? So to us, it's more of how are we going to help you go through the process of massage safely. That is, we instill good beds for you, which beds are going to help you that even if you lie, it's a position that will help you relax. So we use those chemicals that are safe for you, like we use massage oil. We use there are those other chemicals that we use, but they are not so strict that they will affect your body. Like massage oil is doesn't affect. Then we also use our hands. Our hands are a tool in the massage process. Normally, those are the two that we use, and also we use some hot water and hot oil. So literally, the hot stone is already safe. It comes in a safe space where we can easily apply it on you, and you're totally safe. Apart from, there are those people who do the hard massage, where you can go to someone that is mainly the medical massage. That is a different part. As we look at this other massage that is not typically medical,
Okay.
there where someone takes pills and all that. No, we look at the safe massage.
Okay, cool. Well, we believe that the different children pick different habits while they're in school. How do parents or maybe guardians or different people that bring their children to the school, how are they sure that their children are not going to pick up the different habits?
As we look at safety of a girl child and a male child, first of all, the safety comes from home. So the first thing that should be emphasized is, how is your child safe? How do you do that? First of all, you keep talking to the child. You keep telling them about the behaviors. You keep telling them about the whatever the outcome may come, as if the child disobeys. So the first safety should first be the parent. How are you as a parent engaged in your child's life? How do you normally talk to them? Because they hear more that the parent than they will hear from a teacher, because the parent nurtures it from the within, and the teacher nurtures from the outside.
But with the absent parents that we're having today,
Uh-huh.
it's very difficult. They simply send the kids to school and they're like, okay, they will handle.
Yeah, as at
How are you
school,
helping out with such
as at
parents?
school, we have a program where we help them to be nurtured. We normally have Senga sessions. We normally have men talk. We normally have counseling and guidance. We normally talk about real life experiences. What are those real life experiences that a child can be raped? And this rape can come from anywhere. Maybe one of the guardians, maybe as they're moving at school. Anything can happen, because we may not know how to safeguard the child, but we do our due diligence as the school. The teachers are well equipped to handle the different cases of the students. So it is more of how do we help versus the parent and the teachers. But as we do our role in guidance and counseling,
It's not so much easier to train a youth. It's a bit difficult, not like you train the young girl when you say to her, wake up and wakes up, do this and does that. In youth, people change, but they are changing. You may not know, even if you stay with a child on an everyday basis, you may not know, because he wants to go out there. But the best thing in our school at Tem International School of Beauty, when they come in, we are all professionals that we know how to handle, how to train them without abusing them. How it gradually changes the character of a student, because he knows differently, and now you train him differently, but you let them see how they can sort out themselves slowly.
As you're sending the students out there to the world, what message do you send them out with as they're going?
first of all, the first message is to work hard.
Yes.
Work hard and work hard. It is your own, because we are a vocational school, we look at your hands. What can your hands produce? Can you look at what can your hands produce first? Work hard, pray hard, because it doesn't matter if you're born again, even if you're Catholic, there is an aspect of God that has to come in here, where you have to pray. Even if it's Allah, you pray so that God can open up those doors. Sometimes these doors can be closed in different areas. So you have to work hard. You have to work hard. You have to pray. At the same time, there is competition in the world there. And some people do negative competition. There are those people who are really, really strict with competition. But as you get into an environment that has competition, how do you relate with others? It is important. How do you handle your character? How do you deal with others? So these are some of the important aspects that we teach them. Deal right with yourself, be open-minded, love one another, pray to God, and work hard. Then the other thing, not everything that glitters is gold. Don't look at what others are having at that particular time. Move step by step. Your glory is also going to come. Move step by slowly. At the end of the day, you will get to the point where you're also the best hairdresser. You're the best decorator. You're the best in everything that you do. So the first thing is take step by step. Don't compete with the people who have been in the market for the last 10 or 9 years. Move one step at a time. If a client comes to you, handle them right. Because one client has can recommend you to 3 people. So if you deal with one client well, the next 3 will come all by themselves. Market yourself, talk about yourself, and do good.
Most of the times, we find different people having different opinions about vocational schools, whereby they look at them as if they're for only those who have failed in life. What is your take on that?
Skilling, those people that brought the education here do skilling more than the education they taught us. So we didn't know what to do. And that's why we thought jobs will be with only officers. And that's what they taught us before. So even my father, when I told him I want to go for fashion and design, he told me, "You're stupid." So I told him I'm interested in seeing someone dress well. I want to make something when it makes some person feel confident about how he is, their status. And he told me, "I will not give you fees for that." So I wanted me to continue with education. I did as he wanted. But on the way, I think there are some things that parents need to tell their children, that skilling is not for failures. And I also advise those students from senior 6, maybe if he could do some skill before he goes to the university, it is okay. It's okay. It stays within themselves. And those basic things that they learned when they are in the vocational, they will help them somewhere. So it's not for failures. It's not. So it was our thinking, old thinking.
Vocational skilling is something that is important to the economic growth. Why? I'll give you an example, like on some of the things that we do. Look at fashion and design. Look at Chiembe. All the people that are in Chiembe are fashion designers. So that means that there is a lot of employment that is around just Chiembe.
Yes.
Look at Equatorio. Equatorio, they are decorators. There is a lot of money that comes into decoration because of just one sector that is decoration. Look at the mechanics. The mechanics are down there in Chiseka. There are many people who are earning off that just to see that their lives can be better. So we have to get out this mentality that says that vocational schools misomo gy'abalema. Any country that has to grow and develop has to go back to the basic of vocational, where they train a child just right from as young as 3 years what they can do. Can they knit with their hands? Can they bake? Can they actually cook? Can they mechanic? Can they do computer studies and all that? Can they repair? There is plumbing. There is more to do with cars. There is more to do with computer engineering. There is more to do with decorating. There are very many skills that should be looked at, not only to look at a failed person, but even someone who has failed can have a skill. If someone has failed and is a mechanic, and that person is the top, let me say it's Toyota, and the best mechanic is in Toyota, it doesn't matter if that person got a degree or diploma. Yeah. What matters is he having a skill that is bringing money into his or her pockets? Is he helping also with the economy growing, giving taxes to the government? So there is a lot that is to be looked at, vocational is the best way to do it.
Well,
Just
in
get
this
up.
case, who exactly do you train at TEM International School?
At TEM International School of Beauty, we train everyone. We train not only the failures, we train doctors, we train students from senior 4, senior 6, we train Makerere students, we train anyone, even P7.
Mothers.
We train mothers, we train fathers, we train anyone who can do a vocational school. We believe that these hands can get someone somewhere. If someone is a tailor, they can get money out of just tailoring. So we believe more in your hands, your capacity, your capacity to do something. It can also help. So we train everyone to do with vocational skills, fashion and design, interior and exterior decoration, events management, computer literacy. We do fashion and design. We do cosmetology, hairdressing, baking and pastries, hotel management and catering. We do beauty therapy, everything to do with that. We train both short courses and long-term courses. So someone can come and say, I want to gain a skill. Maybe with my mother was a tailor, but I want to gain a skill. Can I just come and gain that skill? Yes, you can come. Doesn't matter if you're lame. We've seen many lame people who can do art.
Yeah.
We've seen many people who don't have limbs, but they have something that they can do. So anyone can do something with their lives.
Well, with everything that you've handled, I believe there's some challenges that you face here and there. What are some of those challenges? I would like to first go with Madam Director.
Yes, there are challenges that we face. Number one is seeing our students fail because of money, because of fees, because of, it makes us feel bad. And there are so many failing with fees because the parents maybe didn't focus on them, or they failed with their parents died, or some other issues at home. So we feel bad about that challenge. We don't know how we can help them because our school is still renting. It's a challenge also. It's very expensive to manage. But maybe we can appeal anyone who can support us. We appeal. But seeing a student fail or getting married when he's killing is also a challenge. You see them getting pregnant, but now the rate has gone very down now because we know what to teach in term 1 to avoid that. So other challenges we face is like machines. We lack some machines that would make that professional, like when he goes to London, he has the same machines. Those computers, we lack some machines, not so much, but we lack. That is a challenge, being updated every time because we want to do professionalism.
Our future plans, first of all, is expansion. We want to expand because if it's a school, it has to have a location of its own. Yes, we have a location, but it's not yet developed. But we want to build and come up with a well-established place where even if someone is coming deep down from Kaberamaido, deep down from Kenya or South Africa, they can get to a skill in one area where they don't have to move. Like in town, they have to move to and fro. Others, yes, we have the hostels, but we need to also grow the hostel base to be bigger than how it is. So these are some of the things that we are looking at, establishing TEM International School of Beauty into its own premises. That is one of our biggest. Then also the other future goal that we have is to want to train it. At least we have to pass. We have that love to pass on a skill. We want to give it. We have the teachers to give it. So if we can get sponsorship, we can give that skill to everyone.
We also have a plan of expansion to different areas in our villages and to make branches.
What is your appeal to the government, the parents, and the students, and the general public?
Yes, we're appealing to the general public that you give us your students. We will train them very well. To the government, you support the schools. Yeah, support them because this generation is changing, the attitude is changing. So if the government intervenes in making these students positive-minded, they will help it as the economy grows. So we appeal to to the parents. Yes, parents, help your children. Observe what they do. Don't only send money to the school, but observe their attitude, because they change day by day. So you reform them, you show them love. Don't always pinpoint on the negatives they have. Just help them, show them that you love them.
My appeal, first of all, is to government to sponsor these schools. There are schools that have been in the play for a long time, like Thames School of Beauty. We've been in the play for the last 13 years. Can you come on board and work with Thames School of Beauty to also pass on a skill to the student, to the final student out there? Then to the parents, bring us your children. Your child is safe with us. Your child is the best thing that you can give to us, is to give a skill to them. Then to the students out there, do not loiter. Come and gain a skill. Add something to yourself. Don't stop learning. Keep learning. As you learn, you never know which skill will help you in the future. So I appeal mainly to the government. Sponsor. Give us sponsors. Give us children. Give us those people that you know that they can gain a skill.
I would like you to thank your partners, the different people that have helped out throughout this, and if there's any contact that someone would call in case they would like to probably enroll and join, and your location.
First of all, we want to thank our different partners coming to Movit, coming to Miadi, coming to different parents, government, students that we have. We want to appreciate all of you for the services that you have trusted us with to train your child, to pass on a skill to that last person. I would want to appreciate you as the administrator. We are in play because of a parent. We are in play because of a guardian. We are in play because of that child that you looked at and saw that she or he is worthy to get a skill. Don't undermine them. Don't look at them as a failure. Look at them as an advantage. We are located on Normal Street as Thames School of Beauty. We are located on Normal Street, just above Old Tax Park. One taxi will bring you to school. You can get us through our contacts. We have one of Airtel and MTN. Airtel, we have 0701 411 627. And MTN, we have 0774 531786. Come and gain a skill. It is for you all to learn.
Well, don't just sit on yourself. You can go gain yourself a skill. It's been the program Safe Life, and I am Kathy Ishime. Remember, living a safe life is your right and responsibility. Stay blessed.